All rise. We will obey.
Barely a month from now, President Uhuru Kenyatta would have had his date with the judges of the Trial Chamber 5, but he sought to make it known why he wasn't entirely prepared for the July date. Kenyatta had led an onslaught on the prosecution, saying the protracted investigations and their delays in disclosing their evidence to them had cost them time to prepare and look into the prosecution witnesses, some of whom had serious integrity issues. And now he's won another concession of sorts from the Trial Chamber 5B. Though he had requested for a January 2014 date, the Chamber has set the date at November 12th. This, the Chamber says, was adequate time to prepare. The decision, informed by their earlier ruling that 3 months between the time of full disclosure of the prosecution's evidence and the start of trial was sufficient preparation time. This date was also guided by the fact that prosecutor Fatou Bensouda had last week, Wednesday, revealed the identities of 4 witnesses in the case against Kenyatta. In a communication to the trial chamber, Bensouda says she had disclosed the identities of witnesses 430, 494, 506, and 510 whose identities had been concealed. She also forwarded the transcripts of the interviews with the witnesses and the screening notes that had been used to protect their identities. The legal representative of victims had also opposed the January 2014 date, saying that this request was within the context of Kenya's efforts seeking the jurisdiction of the court over the Kenyan cases terminated. In the meantime, the Chamber has directed the prosecutor, Deputy President William Ruto, and journalist Joshua Arap Sang to make the written submissions on how they want the September 10th trial carried out. They are required to inform the Chamber whether they intend to make opening statements at the start of the trial, and if so, how much time each of them should be allocated, and the procedure for the use of material during questioning. The prosecution should also provide a schedule listing the order of the first 10 witnesses it intends to call. The judges on Tuesday excused Mr. Ruto from attending some court sessions, citing his functions as deputy president. A plenary session of the ICC judges is expected to make a determination if the trials will be held at The Hague, in Arusha, or in Kenya, following applications by defense teams seeking to have their trials transferred closer home. Sheila Sendeo, NTV.